Hi Capricorn, how are you? How's it going? I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings, and as always, my lovely Cappies, you guys are very welcome here today. How's things? How are you getting on? This is your bi-weekly reading, your general and love reading for June the 1st to June the 15th, 2017. And as always, if it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Check out your moon and rising sign. And I'll leave that link at the bottom for you as well to calculate if you're not sure of it. Hello to my new viewers as well. How are you? New Cappies, you're very welcome to this Tuatha. This is your tribe and everyone welcomes you here. Alright my lovelies, what we're going to do this time, you know, like I mix it up most weeks anyway. I never just stick to one format. I'm going to do the same format though as the previous bi-weekly, but because I realise I talk far too much and that an hour of your time for listening and watching, it's a lot to ask people, right? So I'm going to stick with the 6-card spread for your 2 weeks as the individual. Then I'm picking 3 cards and showing you how they weave in between those 2 weeks, your love life, okay? So a lot of the time what we get stuck with in our personal, like our general life, has huge impact on our love life, right? Okay, Cappies. And I have my bottle of water beside me, l'aqua. So if you hear me just having a bit of a slurpy slurp, it's because of that. So hopefully this reading is going to be 30 minutes long, okay? Knowing me, it's going to be more than that. See if he comes back. And this is you, lovely. Okay. Also, Cappies, I'm not doing footage readings for the months of June and July because I have a lot of clients that want those. I'll be doing Skype readings for you, okay? So if you're interested, contact my email address below. All right. Ooh. Right. Oh, a lot of sadness here. What's going on? Right, so remember, first week, second week, start of the week, midweek, and end of the week. And then I'm going to pick 3 cards and pop them over here. We'll see how your love life intertwines, all right? So let's get stuck in. So this is the first week, so it's the 1st to the 7th of June. Right, so you come into the week and you're a little bit apprehensive, Gemini, do you hear me? Capricorn, I just did the Gemini one. Capricorn, you're a little bit apprehensive. What's going on? What's wrong? Why do you feel slightly like worried and intimidated and overwhelmed, and you feel very small here? Why do you feel like things are getting on top of you a little bit? Now, all fire energy at the start of the week, okay? 9 of Rods is about being intimidated by something, feeling fearful of something because it feels like something is getting out of your control, okay? Or that, in other words, you don't have control over something, all right? Now, 9 Rods is fire energy, so you got Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. So you have all those beautiful fire elements, and they're all here, all dotted around you. Now, yes, it's not your suit, okay? That's fine. But what they represent is something lovely. They represent love and creativity and passion and lust and generosity and responsibility and, you know, hope and all that beautiful fire warmth, you know. I think that comes from fire, that beautiful warmth, that light. But it feels like this is getting out of your control a little bit, or you feel like you're trying to sow the seeds on something, Capricorn, and you're like, okay, because you're quite strategic, you know what I mean? You got a method, and if it doesn't work, you're like, okay, I'll go back to the drawing board. I'll find a new method and I'll incorporate that, all right? I'll implement that. But here it feels like you've sown the seeds a little bit, and they're growing for you, but it's like you have no control over how it's going, right? They grow up around you. If you imagine that feeling of just growing up and around you, and that's why I said you feel quite small here. What's going on? You feel like they're overwhelming you. They're coming up and they're taking control. Now, you're looking back into the past, or the past few weeks about this, Capricorn. Normally I'd be like, look out, see the wood for the trees. Literally, see the wood for the trees. Look out between these rods and see what will work for you and what won't work for you, basically. For me, it's always about having a choice here as well. But instead, I'd rather you turn into the week. Why do you turn this way and go, okay, look. What I'll say to you is, right, yes, you feel like you don't have, like you've lost control. over certain things, all right? And they're coming up and they're growing up around you and they're like crawling down onto you. I get it. But there are some things that you just cannot have control over. You just can't. Normally I'd say, as I keep saying, look out for the wood, look in between, see what works for you, what doesn't. Actually would advise you to let this go completely. Okay? Let the universe, spirit, the algorithm, whatever you want to call it, let them take over and let this happen. Now I know you're like, don't really want to do that. Don't. I'm a cardinal sign. I know what I want to go get it. Yeah, which is great, Capricorn. But you have to accept these things that sometimes you just don't have control over stuff. And I want you to turn into the week instead. I really do. Now, turning into the week, it's going to be a bit icky for you. Icky. Great phrase. A great term. It's going to be troublesome for you anyway in the week. It's like, I feel like you feel like there's a lot of opposition, like where you work or where you are or whatever this is in your life. You feel like you're coming up with a lot of, it feels like all the doors are closing on you, and you're like, but you know, I did what I was supposed to do. I planted the seeds, and then you feel like you have no control because none of it is working. And then you come into the middle of the week of the 5 of rods, so you go 9 to 5, slight regression. You are kind of sloping a little bit, but I like the end of the week, so we'll get back to that, don't worry. 5 rods is always, it's about arguments, it's about battles, it's trying to fight the good fight, it's such, for a minor arcana, it's quite a belligerent card, do you know what I mean? It's like you feel like I said to you, there's opposition, you feel like you're fighting against everyone or everything, or what you're trying to put out in the world isn't coming back to you the way it should. You're like, it's the boomerang, do you know what I mean? It's supposed to come back a specific way at a specific time, and it's not happening for you. You're like, what? I don't. Okay, when I said to you to turn into the week, because I want you to move forward, you staying back in this energy only allows this to grow. Yes, is there some sort of argument of a volatile atmosphere here for you? Yeah, there is. But you're still moving forward because this has, you can obtain resolution from that, whereas from this you can't. Do you understand? You give more energy to that, it keeps growing over you. You go, I let that go, close the doors, let the doors close on themselves, keep walking forward, fight the good fight, and then come out the other side. That's what I'd rather you do. All right. Now, for some of you, again, this could be within your workforce, or I use phrases like work, study, projects, committee, communities, domestic life. I use all those phrases as guiding phrases for you guys, but really it's however applicable it is to your life, because your life is so unique, you know, and what you do in it is so unique to you. So this fighting is like, there's serious upheaval in your life at the moment now. You kind of feel like no matter what way you turn, you have to, it's like you have to tackle something else. You don't have to tackle this now, I have to tackle that now. Like, God, it's one thing after another. And I feel like you're looking into the future wanting this resolution of which I speak, but also like wanting to have a sanctuary to come back to. For some of you, you might be having domestic issues as well at home. Maybe there's fights between you in the house, you know, as well. If you live with a few people, that's what this is. You guys just aren't getting along, and there's arguments, and you know, it's petty little stuff happening, stupid stuff like, you know, one person knows that you don't like them leaving a tea bag out on the counter, but they'll do it anyway to annoy you. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like this is you, and you're kind of going, oh my God, when are we going to get back to that happiness? When am I going to come back to something that, or somewhere that I feel is at peace, that feels like a home, or just anywhere, you know, home can be anywhere at any time, just somewhere to rest your head that you feel safe and peaceful. I feel like you're looking for the peace in the first week, Capricorn. You're looking for that peace. What's important for you to do is to visualize this first and foremost. I think that's what you're looking towards, okay? This feels like, you know what this feels like? This feels like an image. This feels like a mirage almost, that you're like, this is you here. You're like, how do I, just look at them. How do I get back to that? How do I go back to things being cared for and I keep saying being at peace, because I feel like that opposition for you is strong within the first week. Yeah, really is. Could be within yourself, could be with you and other people as well. Because it's funny, I hear this kind of quiet fighting murmurs in the background, but I feel you and your thoughts more so here, because you want to get back to this, or this is what you strive towards. For me, this is about, like, it's the coming home card as well, do you know? It's having a strong foundation, and a very loving foundation. That's the most important thing. A loving, warm, caring, inviting foundation. You want that. You want that back. And also 4 is about finding balance on both sides of things, yeah? So if some of you may have 2 issues that you need to deal with right now, or that you are dealing with, and here it's saying you want balance between the 2 of those. You still want somewhere nice to hang your hat at the end of the day. Now, yeah, it's interesting that I see that as more of you visualizing the happy home. You're trying to sort out the happy home. Or if it's not a home, if it's an organization, whatever, it's you trying to sort out that place so that it's not as belligerent as you feel like it is. Or that it actually is. You know, you want to get back to peace. Peace. I keep getting that. Peace, peace, peace. Now, your second week is the 8th to the 15th. This is your bottom row here. So you've got the 8 of Pentacles. So you're like, okay, I'm going to work towards this then. Brilliant, right? So we come into your suit. So you're kind of getting back to you. All that fire, everything that you felt like was just on fire around you. I kind of feel like some of you are like, I'm in hell. I'm in hell. I'm in internal hell. Nothing's going right. Nothing's going the way I want it to. This feels like it's just all on fire. And then here, you're like, okay. What did I say to you before? You're like, I'm going to try this, going to implement this strategy, see if it works, and if it doesn't, fine, I'll go back to the drawing board. This is exactly what you're doing here. 8 of Pentacles. But Pentacles is all about accumulation as well, but it's accumulation through hard work. So that's not something that you shy away from. If anything, you like being busy, Capricorn. You like knowing that you have stuff to do. Do you like to have this, though? A place to hang your hat? Yes. But that's because you need to recharge, because you're always working so damn hard. Now, this can also be aspects of the self, but I feel like you're actually just working away at what needs to be done. Look at getting the head down. Look how serious. There's a little bit of sadness attached to this for me as well, because I feel like you're like, I feel like you're a bit worn out, Capricorn. This says worn you out at the start of the week. And you're like, oh, this, do you know what it sounds like as well? You're like, this is not my problem to begin with. Why is this my problem? I need to fix it now. Because you're the one that has the craft. You're the one that has that inner strength to do that. Inner resilience, do you know what I mean? That's why people call upon you too. But I feel like you know as well, it feels like you're trying to get your affairs in order. And you are, very much so. You're aware what you have and what you need to get into order, and you're trying to create a space for this for you in the future. Now, oh, sorry, let me just check because I got something else there. Some of you, the problem is as well for some of you is that you're trying to buy a house. There are problems within that. Sorry, it's more coming there. You're trying to buy a house, you're trying to buy a home, or you're trying to save for a home. And you're having trouble with savings and trouble working. You're not quite sure if work is going to continue, or you'll need to get a new job. But this is your end game for some of you. It's got that there. You want that house. And also some of you could be in a neighborhood that is just not good for you. And maybe if you're with someone or you have kids, it's not good for you. And you're like, I need to get out of here. I need this. And then you're saving and working away here. All right. Good strategy. Keep the head down, keep the faith, Capricorn, keep the faith. Faith, I should say, my tongue. Right. And then the middle of this week, you've got the Death card. You're like, what? The Death card? I was doing so well. I thought you were, actually. You still are, though. What do I always call this, Cappy? You've probably heard me say it a few times now. The supernova card. Why do I call it that? Because something needs to die in order for something else to be born in its place. We don't have an infinite amount of space. The life cycle is turning. It's always changing. And we need to, space and time is precious. Therefore, things need to be put in its place again. You know what I mean? to keep it moving as well, to keep giving it energy. Now, the Death card comes in for you midweek. For me, this and the Tower, they are cleansing cards. What does that mean? It's like they will get rid of all the bad crap. Like, I mean, any negative form whatsoever. Negative in thought, negative in speech and word, negative in practices, negative in your external environments. You understand? Everything that's bad, oof, gets rid of it. He's necessary. This guy is necessary to come in to get rid of the things that we don't need or want anymore. All right? So I commend you for working away here and doing stuff hard, but he's going to, he's going to blow a lot of this out of the water for you. But I feel like this is good. Look, the sun, it's rising. There's a new day dawning. It's coming for you. Don't push against this card. I always say this as well with the Tarot card, because if you push against this, this is 100, if not 1,000, if not 1,000,000 times worse feeling you're going to get. You're going to feel even more out of control than what you feel here. You're going to feel more anguish than what you feel here. Do you understand? You need to let this push everything back. Okay? Get rid of it. I think this is a big learning curve for you as well in your personality, Capricorn. I think, because I feel like there's a lot of frustration in these cards here. I feel like you're frustrated because you feel out of control. You feel like there's always opposition. You're trying to fight against it. You're just trying to find your balance and your grounding. Then you do what you always do, like that strategic, methodical way of doing things. And then this comes along and blows it out of the water for you. This is a big thing for you. You need to let go of control. Okay, I gotta say it to you again. You need to let go of control. You do not have control over any of this. I commend you on trying to find control, but sometimes the universe goes, no, we got this. No, we've got this. We have control of it. You just need to be there. You just need to listen, hear the call, and you're going, no, I'm going to do this. Look, universe goes, look, are you mad, Capricorn? This is us we're talking about. We're taking care of this, and it does. So I think as well for you a lot, you're learning, or you will learn with this Death card in the middle of the second week, how to let stuff go, because it will just all of a sudden, it's like it's out of your hands. Do you know what I mean? It's gone. You're like, what? Where did that go? What? Death got rid of it, just like that. And you're going, but there's nothing here. What do I do now? So you feel like you're at base level again, foundation level. But what the beauty in that is, something else coming out of it that you needed, something needed to grow. And I feel like this scenario is going to bring you into your own, because you come in here as the King of Pentacles. Remember, we're not gender specific, but any of these cards, these are just the illustrations, you know? It could be king energy, and it could be within a female or within a male. You know, as I always say, we embody both energies. It's just how it is. Our own inner yin and yang, right? Enema and animus. You feel way more solid here now, okay? Because I feel like you get it. I feel like you're like, I needed to. Do you know, Death card comes in and gets rid of bits of your personality as well, you know? Stuff that didn't serve you. You know, sometimes, well, Capricorn, you get stuck in yourself because you're the earth element, right? Earth, you get stuck in the mud with things. Sometimes you don't mean to, but that's just how it is. That's just part of you, you know? And then this energy comes in so that it's complete ownership now of yourself more than anything. Let's see. I'm getting for some of you it's a new opportunity as well, which is odd because normally that's the Ace of Pentacles. But maybe if I'm feeling that, I'm getting that, what it must be then is that the Death card is here so that when I said something dies in order for something to be born, your old way of doing things, personality-wise, elements of your personality, was of detriment to you. Now the Death card gets rid of all that and you're given this new opportunity to really come into your own. As well, the King of Pentacles has a token. He's something to give. It can be an aspect of the self, but I feel like it's almost inner education, you know? You're like, I get it now. Oh, look, this is how it is. Yeah, this is my story. This is my experience from all of this. Like that first week you're going to hate it. Capricorn, seriously, you're going to hate it. I know you will. But look at this. Look at the steadiness in this here as well. Remember, you've got your brothers and sisters energy here as well. You got Virgo and you got Taurus. Holding your own. And as well, showing that you've had that life experience and that you've been there and done that. And that was necessary for you. Interesting 2 weeks, right? As I always say, whenever this death or the tarot card comes in, right, I always say breathe into that energy. Because you feel like it's overwhelming. The only thing that's required of you, Capricorn, within that time is to breathe. If that's something that you just solely concentrate on when you feel overwhelmed, you just go, okay, all that's asked of me right now is to breathe, and that I breathe. And you take a few deep breaths and you let it come in, and then you walk forward, all right, with your new inner knowledge of yourself, okay? And maybe even new opportunity. Oh, I feel it, my stomach. I feel that anxiety, Jesus. And there's like this inner confusion in you as well. Where am I going? What am I doing? I thought this is what it's supposed to be. I sowed the seeds. Why aren't they growing this way? Because the universe doesn't want you to. It's not in the cards for you. Literally, it's not in the cards. Now, my darlings, let's do your 3-card love reading, right? See how this corresponds with you. For you, Capricorn. It's more. That's it. Ah, Cappy. Not so happy, Cappy. What's going on? Right. Okay, so we have 1 major arcana and then 2 minors. Still not too bad. It's lovely, 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 lovely. Right. So the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So the Hermit is here because it's all going inwards to find your light. It's all about inner self-discovery, especially for love. Like, that's important. It's about asking the questions, but instead of going to external environments and people to find out the answers, it's about finding them out for yourself, within yourself, okay? So I like how he's moving, because he's moving forward for you. So it's like, with regards to your love life, you're deciding that, look, I need to... The people that I was seeing before, I wasn't feeling it really. The people that I was dating, wasn't into it. I feel like some of you are just kind of... I feel like over the last 3 to 4 months, you guys have been like dating and doing stuff, but you're gradually closing the door on that. You're not dating as much. You're not kissing as many people. You're not having as much smoochy time. You know, you're not having as much like sexy time. I feel like it's you're closing the door on it, because I think you inherently know that life is not for you. And what you're doing by closing that door is going into this introverted hermit energy, which is Virgo. Again, your brother sister energy, and saying, look, I need to find the answers. What do I really want out of love? Like, I want to find my light as well. So what can I give for love, within love? This energy as well is the 9 and the 8. This is like, yeah, you're near to completion, but it's almost like you're turning inwards. Remember I said that will feel overwhelming, and the 8 of Pentacles, like getting your head down. This is, I'm not surprised then this Hermit is here for you in your love life, saying like, let's go inwards to find the answers. I need to find more answers. And you do. Why do I say that? Because Knight of Cups is here. Fantastic. I love that he's here for you. Why? Because we've cup energy, and this is what you need in love. We need a bit of cup energy to remind us how to love and how to give love and receive love, right? And so there's this learning curve that you give to yourself, which I can feel that door just closing in and just being quiet, and then you just going into this inner research mode of yourself. And then you realize, look, I don't want this. I don't want to be with these people. I don't want to be going on these dates. I actually find it quite futile. That's why I feel like you're like, this is futile. And you're like, oh, but I want to give my love in a certain way to certain people. or to one certain person, whatever you believe in, whatever, right? But the cup is more so for one particular person. The Knight is here as a messenger of that. He's the deliverer of the emotional side of ourselves. Okay, revealing that emotional revealing that emotional side of ourselves, and it's like wanting to give affection as well, wanting to give love. It's funny because I feel like this is a real quiet energy now. You're just like, it's coming out, you're coming out of here and you're like, okay. So I feel a little bit out of my element, but I would like to give my cup to someone. It's so sweet. It's so timid. I'll never get that with the Knight. I feel like you're like, would anyone like my cup? Ta-da! You know, you're like, I've worked on this and it's full of love and I just wonder if somebody would like to take it. This feels like page energy for me. It's so funny. I might feel like that as well because this could be the page, for me sometimes, the page in the armour, okay? You're suited and booted on the outside. Ain't nobody getting through that. But you're still like, I'd like to give my cup. So sweet. Beautiful as well. And, you know, we talked about death and that cleansing and getting rid of the war within ourselves as well sometimes, and the opposition. I'm glad that death card is with the Five of Rods, because if you fight against the way that you want to love or the way you want to be loved, or just fight against love in general, death goes, whew, bye, done. You get a clean slate, pretty much is what I'm saying, Capricorn. And then through that you give birth with these guys here, the Hermit as well. You give birth to opening up to now a new chapter of love for you, and being that kind of like wanting to give it. Cups, Knight wants to give that as a gift. Do you understand? Now, what's interesting is then you got the Nine of Swords. Cappy, what? Why? Ah, Cappy. Do you know what this feels like? It feels like you're like, I can't, no one's going to love me. No one's going to take this cup. Why won't somebody take this cup? I am who I am. I'm just going to be alone forever. That's what this feels like. Because look as well, you've got the King of Pentacles and the Four of Rods here. Four of Rods is beautiful energy. It's loving energy. I told you, it's the happy home card. King of Pentacles is you coming into your own. It's very much standing on your own, but being your own pillar of strength, which I love. And then you're like, but no one's ever going to love me. Who I am now. I'm never going to get this. I'm never going to get this Four of Rods. Why won't I get this Four? Of course you are, Capricorn. You stop that now. Now, hand on the hip here, alright? I'm saying to you, stop thinking like this. This is not... Look, do you know why you feel this way, right? Death came in, swallowed up everything. Took it up, took it off your plate, nothing left. And you had to go internal then as well, into your love. And this feels slightly foreign to you as well, because it's not your suit, you see. But it feels kind of foreign to you, and you don't really, and this is why I remember I said to you, feel really small, you feel really quiet, like someone take my cup. Then you're like, if no one takes it, you're like, retreat. Oh, no one's ever going to love me. No one's, look, of course they are, but when you give out the cup, like, you need to sit in that energy for a while. It's going to take work. It's going to take effort. Hello, King of Pentacles. You know all about this. This same energy that you've put into here with your Eight of Pentacles, you need to put into your love life as well. So please don't be... I don't want you to get that fear of, oh, this is new. Here you go. No one's taking it. Oh, Jesus, no. All right, I'm coming back. Nobody's going to love me. Right. Well, Cappy, I need to put your mind at rest here. I'm not having this now. Look at this. I'm not having this at the end of the weeks. The 2 weeks, absolutely not. Nope. Sorry, not on my watch. Right, for Capricorn. Come on, show them where they need to be. Show them where they need to be. Show them what I feel. Show them what I feel. Where do you need to be? Where do they need to be? Come on, cards. Show them. They need to know. Yes. Boom. Wheel of Fortune. What is the Wheel of Fortune? It's all about destiny. And this is your destiny coming into play. Do you understand? Oh, kind of went out there. this is about that 360 wheel. Always talk about this when the energies feel like they're really slow, and sometimes I feel really fast and stuff happens like that, and other times it's quite slow. Now this, what I said to you, you're going to have to invest in this. The Wheel of Fortune will take the reins. It will say, look, I'm destiny, I am here, and I got control of this. You ain't got control of this. I'm not going to tell you how fast I'm going to go. I'm not going to tell you how slow I'm going to go. But I am in control for you. But I'm here and I'm on your side. Do you understand? Now, for me though, for this particular, I feel this is real slow. Cappy, love isn't really coming in this week. Do you understand? For a particular person, because you're in this, like, you're in a particular zone right now and a particular headspace where it can't come in. Okay, it just can't. And remember, you can feel like this in a relationship as well. You can feel like you need to go internalize because things are too much for you. The relationship is too much for you. You want to give this cup to your partner, but it's not being received in a way that you're like, that it's okay with, or you realize just like they rejected you. Okay, look, the Wheel of Fortune is here because, like, you need to go through this. You need to go through the motions a bit, and you need to get uncomfortable in the uncomfortable. This is what this is all about. This is new. This is not how you normally work. But the Wheel of Fortune is here to say, look, I will take it slowly with you. If this is that uncomfortable for you, I will do that for you. We'll take it slow so that you don't fully go into this energy. We'll take it slow so that the right person can come in. We'll give you time. We'll give you time, Capricorn. And I think that's the most important thing that you need right now, is time. Right? You need that. Because there's a lot of other stuff going on in your general life. There's a lot of worry. I feel it. A lot of worry. A lot of nervousness as well. I feel like some of you are also just working off your nerves. Some of you like clean the house. Like, you know, scrub, wash the floor, quick, hoover that. Granted, I'm done. Okay, what's that? That's just, I need to get rid of that. Take it slow. Wheel of Fortune saying, I'll take it slow with you, right? I'll take the reins. Yes, I know you're coming in as a knight, but you're not used to this. So let me take the reins, okay? Do you understand? This is here for you. Do you know what I'm going to do? Because I don't want you to come into this mental anguish energy. I'm going to put him over there. Ta-da! See now? Do you see how your life is moving in a different direction? But this feels so slow. It's going to be gradual. All right? Let it be gradual, so that you get used to it, and then you more and more open up. Look, I'm going quieter again. Open up into love, or the idea of love. Okay? All right? Because I know you want to give love, and I know I know that Capricorns are so damn affectionate, and they just don't show it to anyone. Like, which sounds like that's a weird way of, like, a contradiction. But I mean, not everyone gets to see that side of you. So you understand that, finding that love and giving that love. I get why this is hard for you. Let it, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I feel like I have to coax you. Come on, puppy. Come on. It's okay. Come here. That's what it is. Ah, Cappy. I just want to give you a hug and be like, look, you're all right. I've said that to a few readings for a few signs this month so far. Just like, you're all right, Capricorn. Come here. Come here, give me a hug. You're all right. My lovely Cappies, this has been your bi-weekly reading, your general love reading for June the 1st, June the 15th, 2017. If you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and share and leave a comment and do all those things other YouTube users say, apparently. Remember, I do personalised private readings. So if you would like one, please let me know. My email is below. It will come to me directly, and I will email you back as soon as I can with my price list. And as I said, I think I said to you, I'm only doing Skype readings for June and July now, okay? Because there's a lot of footage going on, and that takes a lot of time. I think Skype as well it's a bit more personal, do you know? And we get to chat and stuff. Let's have the chats. All right, my beautiful Capricorns, you have a fantastic 2 weeks. Remember, this is your Tuatha, this is your tribe, and you're always welcome here. I will see you lovelies in mid-June. You take care.